Hello. Yes, this is gonna be a sad book review. It's on My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Pickett. Pickett. I kept on calling her Pickett, but it's Pickett. And this is a pretty sad book. It's an adult book, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I haven't read this recently, but I got this from a used book sale, and I really liked the book the first time I read it. So you probably should be over 13. I don't know what the book recommends. I think it's ninth grade, but it doesn't have it doesn't have a huge amount of language or something like that. It's just an overall kind of serious topic, and it's kind of a heavy topic, if you know what I mean by that. So if you don't want to see more of a serious book review, just X out right now because this might not be for you. Now, Jodi Pickett has wrote also a lot of books. I have The Almost Moon right there on my bookshelf. My finger's on it. Yeah, sorry, my finger's right there. It's the pink one or orangish one. And they both are kind of stronger subjects, and they both include death. So she's a very more either a lot of things have gone on in her life, or she's morbid. So now to the actual book review. I'm not gonna do a non-spoiler section. I'm just gonna talk about the book. So I did read this book before it became a movie. I don't know if I actually read it before it became a movie, or I just didn't see the movie until later, because I didn't watch the movie when it came out on film. I watched it maybe 3 or 4 months after, but I was probably uh a year or two ago it came out, I want to say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came out 2 years ago, and I was still, I was old enough to read the book. Because, okay. So, as you might know, the plot lines about a sister. Okay, Anna was born to help Kate, and Kate has leukemia, and she's about 3 years older, so she's 16, and Anna's like 13, maybe 13. So Anna goes to a family lawyer and says, I want to stop giving her my organs or blood transfusions or stuff like that. And the lawyer's like, okay. Like, the lawyer at first doesn't think she's serious, but she's really serious about it. She doesn't want her sister to die, but she's kind of tired of giving up her life in a way to just to support hers. And her mom's really sensitive because Kate's really sick at that point. She's almost dying of leukemia, and Anna comes out and she's like, I don't want to help her anymore. So her mom's really upset about that, and it's like this whole family feud for a while. Her dad's basically just trying to keep everybody from killing each other, like not literally, just figuratively, because they're constantly fighting about the topic. And what she also has basically goes in different perspectives. This one's Sarah, and Sarah's the lawyer, and that Brian's the dad, and then at the end, Kate dies. Julia, yeah, there's a lot of people. And Jesse was the brother, and Jesse is the oldest, and Jesse was about 6 when Kate was 3. Kate was 3, Jesse was 6, and she was diagnosed with leukemia. And then a year later, or 9 months really, 9 months later, Anna's born, and Jesse just feels left out. And they, as the author Jodi goes through, it goes in different perspectives, and sometimes it gets confusing because they go back in time and they explain a little bit more about when she was diagnosed and that time, and like personal stories from the end. I mean, from like before and stuff like that. So sometimes you just don't know that what's going on if you're not paying attention. And if you don't pay attention to who's speaking, it can get confusing because you might think it's another person's perspective or something. So this book is actually a really well written book. It has a few flaws like most books. The plot does linger on forever. It's like, you know how a plot map would be like up and then down, like rising action and conclusion, falling action? Well, this one's more like a starts here. This is the thing, and then it just goes like that, and then it's like a plateau effect and just plateaus for a while, and then it ends with her dying. So, the plot, it does get slow. I particularly didn't enjoy the chapters where it was the lawyer or the family talking, family attorney talking. She was like the helper, whatever. But I didn't like those chapters as much. I liked when the mom was talking. Anna was. I liked Anna's perspective. I liked Jesse's perspective, and I liked Kate's perspective the best. A lot of times I like. I really do choose whose perspective I like. Like in Shiver, I didn't like Sam's perspective. I liked Grace's more. And Vampire Academy, it wasn't really in perspective, but I really liked when Dimitri came in. So I have a tendency to choose when I like it, and sometimes if I'll reread it, I'll skim through that part. So I would give this book a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It is a great story, but there is some things I don't like about it. I reread it quite a few times, so I don't think it's me just skimming through things or forgetting. I think it's just parts I don't like about it. And on the back it says it's a provocative novel that raises some important ethical issues, but it's not really that much. I mean, a few things go on after Kate goes to prom because she was dying, and yes, it's really sad. And like, for the people who tell themselves, "Oh, I won't cry at the end," trust me, you will. You fall in love with the characters, even though it's not the best book I've read. It's just the author makes you fall in love with the characters, and yeah, it's a touching story. So, I'm gonna end this on a less serious note. I will do, if you have any questions, post them down below. I've gotten some questions on comments, on my inbox, so I'm going to make a question video on all those, answering people's questions. If you've asked me a question and you don't want your name mentioned at all, just mention that in your comment, and I'll just mention your comment, not your name. So, thank you for watching. Bye.